I wake to the sound of something big in the sky. When did they start firing so early in the morning? I think frantically. It's later and later than I thought. I must have been tired. Eli, I call out. Right here. Where's Vic? He wanted to get a couple hours of fishing before we left, Eli says. He told me to stay behind to let you sleep. No, I say. Then neither of us say anything more because the sound of the machines overhead is too loud. The firing sound different too. Heavy and ponderous. Precise. Not a scatter of rain we are used to. The sound is like hailstones as big as boulders pounding from the sky. When it stops, I don't wait, even though I should. Stay here, I tell Eli. I run out into the plain, start crawling through the grass, heading to the damn stream. That damn marsh. But Eli follows me. I let him. I crawl to the place on the bank, then I don't look. I believe what I see, but if I don't see Vic dead, it won't be true. Instead, I look at the stream where something has exploded. Brown and green marsh grasses are partially hidden beneath the dirt like a long tangled hair of bodies and pulled underneath. The force of the explosion has thrown earth into the stream and dammed it, turned it into a pool, little pieces of river with nowhere to run. I walk a few strides downstream, far enough to see that they've done it again and again, all along the length of the river. I hear the sound of Eli sobbing. Then I turn and look at Vic. Kai, Eli says, can you help him? No, I say. Whatever fell hit him in such an impact, it looks like it sent Vic flying. His neck is broken. He must have died instantly. I know I shouldn't be glad for that, but I'm not. I look at those empty eyes and reflect back at the blue of the sky because there's nothing left of Vic himself. Then, what drew him out here? Why didn't he fish under the cover of the trees instead of in this open place? I see the reason in the pool near him. Trapped in the newly stilled water, I know instantly what kind of fish he thought it is, though I've never seen one before. A rainbow. Its color flashed in the light of the struggle. Did Vic see it? Is that why he came out into the open? The pool grows darker. A large round spear sits at the bottom of the water. As I look closer, I see that the spear left off a slow releasing of toxin. They didn't mean to kill Vic. They do mean to kill this stream. I watch as the rainbow turns over its white belly up, that rises to the surface, dead like Vic. I want to laugh and scream at the same time. He had something in his hand, Eli says. I look at him. He has a piece of wood carved with Laney's name. It fell when he died. Eli reaches for Vic's hand and holds it for a moment. Then he crosses Vic's arm across his chest. Do something. Eli tells me with tears streaming down my face. I'm home. I turn away and tear off my coat. What are you doing? Eli asks in horror. You can't leave him like this. I don't have time to answer. I throw my coat on the ground and plunge my hands to the nearest pool of water. The one with the dead rainbow. The cold hurts. Moving water rarely freezes, but this water isn't moving anymore. Using both hands, I hoist the spear out of the all the while it keeps spewing poison. It's heavy, but run it over to the side and put it near the rock and start looking at the next one. I can't clear all the dirt that has exploded, blocking the river in many places, but I can take the poison out of some of the pools. I know this is futile as everything I've done. Like trying to get back to Cassia in the society that wants me dead, but I can't stop. Eli comes over and reaches the water too. It's too dangerous, I tell him, get back in the trees. He doesn't answer, but instead helps me lift the next spear. I remember Vic helping me with the bodies, and I let Eli stay. All day long, Vic talks to me. I know it means I'm crazy, but I can't help hearing him. He talks to me while Eli and I pull the spear from the stream. Over and over, Vic tells me his story of Lainey, and the picture in my mind, him falling in love with the anomaly, telling Lainey how he felt, watching the rainbow go and speak with her parents, standing up to celebrate the contact, smiling as he reaches for her hand in the calm happiness despite the society. Coming back to find her gone. Stop it, I say to Vic. I ignore Eli's look of surprise. I'm turning into my father. He always heard voices in his head. I'm telling him to talk to people, to try and change the world. But when I've cleared the many spears as we can, Eli and I dig Vic's grave together. It's hard going even with the loose ground, but my muscles scream in exhaustion, and the grave isn't as deep as I would like. Eli works diligently next to me, his small hand scooping the earth. When we finish, we put Vic inside. He emptied out one of the packs at our camp and brought it with him to carry his catch. I found one silver-scaled fish dead inside, and I put it in the grave too. We leave Vic's coat on him. The hole over his heart where the silver disc once looked like a small wound. If the society digs him up, they won't know anything about him. Even the notches in his boots mean something that they won't understand. Vic keeps talking to me while I carve a piece of sandstone into the fish and leave on his shallow grave. The fish's scales are dull and orange, a rainbow without all the colors. Not a real one like Vic saw, but the best I can do. I wanted to mark not only that he died, but that he loved someone and she loved him back. They didn't kill me, Vic says to me. No, I say. I said it quiet so Eli couldn't hear me. No, he says with a grin. Not as long as the fish are still around, swimming, spawning, and laying eggs. Can't you see this place? I asked Vic. We tried, but they're going to die too. Then he stops talking to me and I know that he's really gone, and I wish his voice in my head again. I finally understand that as long as my father had that, he never had to be alone.